I'm Dan Toppy and welcome to Battlefield Basics. Whether you're brand new to the series with Battlefield 1 or if you've played lots of Battlefield before, I'm sure this series will help you improve at Battlefield and become a better player. So for the first video of this series, we're going to be starting off with the first thing you're going to need to know when you jump into multiplayer on Battlefield 1. So the first thing you need to know is which class you're going to be using. Now, like with Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, we still have the 4 main classes. They've just changed around a little bit, they've balanced out a few of the classes by moving some equipment from one to another, and they've also altered the names of a few of them. So we've still got the same sort of equipment, all the same sort of weapons that we've had from Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, they've just carried them over into a different sort of format. So the first class you can choose from is called Assault, and Assault's the very fast-paced playstyle class, where everything's centred around getting a lot of kills and doing as much damage as possible to the enemy team. With this class you're mainly using SMG weapons, so these are very high damage weapons in close quarters, but at longer ranges they're very inefficient. So when you play in this class you're mainly using SMGs, so these have a lot of damage at close range and not much at long range. So you want to be staying in those close quarter gunfights as much as possible, so this class is very good when you are playing in the small game modes like Domination and Team Deathmatch, but it's also very good in the larger game modes where you have vehicles, because this is the main class for destroying vehicles, as all of the gadgets that you get to choose from are all based around destroying vehicles. You have things like anti-tank grenades and anti-tank launchers, so this makes you the most powerful class on the battlefield for destroying those vehicles. But because all the weapons that you're using are very close quarter weapons, you want to be using cover as much as possible to get across those open areas, or you want to be in vehicles so you can get into the gunfight without dying whilst you're getting into it. This class is great if you just want to go off on your own and get lots of kills, because you can't actually support your team. If you are playing as a squad, this class will become even more powerful, but you won't actually be able to support them other than just by destroying vehicles. So their job is basically just to keep you alive long enough so then you can destroy those vehicles, and then you can respawn on them whilst they're inside of the battle. But that's one of the ways that this class has been balanced out. This used to be the class in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 where you'd get an assault rifle and a medic kit, and this pretty much made you unstoppable. You could go off on your own and get loads of kills without needing any help from your teammates, and this meant that this was the most popular class and team support wasn't that important in that game. Now in Battlefield 1 we need a lot of team support if you want to use the Assault class. The second class you can choose from is Medic, and with Medic you're pretty much using DMR rifles, so the carbines that have lots of damage output at long ranges and also very good at close range because they have really good sights and a high fire rate. The weapons in the Medic class are mainly effective at medium and long range as they have really high damage output, and they can also counter and suppress sniper rifles if the enemy team are using them to try and push you back. You can quite easily take out a sniper whilst using the Medic class if you don't have a sniper in your squad. But the main role of the Medic class in Battlefield 1 is to heal and revive your teammates, so that in games like Team Deathmatch you don't lose as many tickets as quickly, and also so your teammates can stay alive and be more effective by staying in the battle. The more players the medics can keep alive, the higher the chances that your team can win the game. So the medic class is pretty much essential if you want to win. If you're not running any medics, everyone's going to be dying and have to respawn and get all the way back into the battle. If you are running lots of medics, you can just keep reviving and keep healing players so that you can keep as much pressure on the enemies at all times. This class isn't quite as fast as the Assault class, but isn't as slow as the next class, which is Support. The Support class is a more defensive class. You want to be sitting further back and providing covering fire, and also by using your gadgets like your mortars to get kills from far away without having to actually go into the battle. This is a great class to use if you like to just post up and watch over the battle and watch those main roads and main routes to cut them off from the enemies so they can't cross over and kill your teammates. The main weapons in this class are LMGs, so if you pick a variant that's got a bipod on, you can pretty much just set up as a turret to support your teammates from behind. With the big magazines and your high powered weapons, you can use this class really well for breaking choke points because there is quite a lot of them in Battlefield 1. And also if you are in the main battle, then you can be supporting your teammates by giving them ammo so that they can stay alive and keep fighting. The fourth and final class you have to choose from is called Scout, and Scout is taking the place of Recon from Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. And it's basically just a sniper class. You've got some snipers that have scopes and some that don't. If you choose to use the infantry variant, these just have iron sights, and what this means is you can use really high powered bolt action rifles at close quarters and long range, and this in my opinion makes the Scout class in Battlefield 1 the most powerful class if you can master it. The Scout class is the hardest of the 4 classes because it takes a lot of skill to be able to aim quickly and accurately, but once you have learned how to be accurate and consistent with it, it can be the most powerful class in the game and you can do really well with it. The main way that you're going to be using this class if you are using a gun with a scope on it is at long range. You're going to want to be hiding behind cover so that you don't get counter sniped. Then you're going to want to use your gadgets to defend yourself from close quarter enemies and also to draw fire away from you by using the decoys, which will give out a scope glint that will attract fire towards them and not towards you. You might want to stay away from this class though if you are playing on smaller game modes like Team Deathmatch and Domination, and especially if they are on really small maps, because although the infantry variants can be really good at close quarters because they do have so much damage, you are going to more than likely lose to an assault class player just because they do have the advantage in close quarters because of their fire rate. The scout class is an essential role when playing in big scale game modes and big scale maps, just then you can cover those long distances and counter snipe the enemy team. This class also takes a lot of skill because you do need to know the maps quite well. You need to know which positions are the best to go to and where to hold, where you won't be too exposed but you can get lots of kills because you have a good line of sight. So overall, if you like a fast paced class where you can get lots of kills in close quarters, you want to be using the assault class. If you want to be supporting your team and staying alive for longer, you want to be using the medic class. If you want to be playing a little bit slower and at longer ranges, you want to be using the support class with your LMGs. And finally, if you want to be playing at really long ranges but being really accurate with high damage, you want to be using the scout class. So that has been the first video of Battlefield Basics. I'll be doing lots more of these, covering all sorts of things in the multiplayer of Battlefield 1. I love this game so far, it's really good, graphics are amazing. And I'll also be doing lots of other different videos, so make sure you subscribe to see all of them. But thanks for watching, I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, please make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.